My people, what am I hearing? That they are now calling for the FULANIs to evacuate any top position, especially in security of Nigeria, as they happen right now. Problem there, when person will not be the owner of the land, wake up one day, say, want to take over the land. The people of the land go wake up against some it don't read for that side. They say the video where they circulate for social media, the Imo State Police don't come outside, can't tell us, say, na fake news, say nothing like a kidnap happen for the road for inside within Aba and Imo State. Say nothing like that happened. My people, they say wetin would they benefit for the colonial masters? Now whiskey. Where did they take our oil and gold? Every resources waiting for the land. When I go here for this video, Nigeria go. I bet watch the videos and share as you watch.
I think it is high time for the Fulani tribes to evacuate any position in this country that has to do with our security. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not doing this video to instigate hatred in a particular tribe or to paint them black. What am I trying to point out? It is a very good observation that I would like all Nigerians to make. It is hardly to see a Fulani elite or a Fulani elder statesman that sees the criminal activity being carried by the Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, and all the criminal elements that come from the Fulani tribes as criminality or terrorism. It is hardly. They can neither convert it into a movement, or they can neither sympathize with them, or they can neither convert it into a freedom fighting. That is their own perception of that criminal act. But with all indication, if someone attack and armless civilians, unalive them, set their property ablaze, what it is called? What is it called? It is criminality or neither terrorism. But the Fulani elite did not see it that way. It is only us that did not come from the Fulani tribe that sympathize with the victim of such acts. But most of the Fulani elite in the northern part of Nigeria or in Nigeria can hardly condemn these acts and see it as a criminality. And that is why I said it is very necessary for the Fulani to evacuate any position that has to do with our security. From the Senate, any committee on security, if a Fulani man is heading it, please, it should be dissolved. From the National Assembly, any committee in security. Why? Because from their words, they show so much favoritism to the acts of their brothers. By justifying it, neither they are being, maybe they are being cheated, or rather being claimed that they are being unjustified by others, or neither justifying their action, it is a revenge. That is how the Fulani elite are seeing this criminality going in this country. That's just the honest truth. So it is high time Nigerians stood their ground and speak to the presidency to evacuate the Fulani from any political position that has to do with security. Because this criminal acts of this Fulani banditry, kidnapping, abducting of people, asking for ransom, have do more harm to Nigerians than the civil war. But most of us can tell the fate of the Igbo after the Nigerian civil war. They no longer hate top position. But what is happening in the case of the Fulani? The other day, the former governor of the son of the former governor of Kaduna State said that justice is serving to other and while it's not serving to other. That's just the gospel truth. But in my own case, one tribe is favor over the other in this country. Nobody can talk to them. They come publicly to show their action, to show like they are the backbone or pioneers behind all this terrorism that they are gullibles and criminals brothers in the bush doing.
So, PBRO, yesterday news went around in the state that some travelers from Owerri to Aba were kidnapped along the Owerri-Aba road. How true is this speculation?
Okay, thank you very much. The Imo State Police Command is aware of some misleading videos that have been circulating on social media that 14 passengers in an 18-seater bus traveling from Aba to Owerri were abducted along the Owerri-Aba Express Road. I want to call on the good people of Imo State to disregard that misleading information. Such incident did not happen in Imo State. The video in question is an old video, and its recirculation is a calculated attempt by mischief makers to destabilize the already peace and security, the improved peace and security that we are enjoying in Imo State. But notwithstanding, on receipt of that viral video, the Commissioner of Police Imo State Command, CP Aboki Danjuma, immediately directed the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations to embark on a robust fact-finding patrol along the Owerri-Aba Express Road, and we patrolled the length and breadth of that road. No such incident happened along that road. We have not received any complaint from any family that their loved one or relative is involved in such attack. But notwithstanding, there are some pockets of kidnapping incidents that happened along the Owerri-Aba Express Road. One happened at Umuneke, the road leading to Ngopala community. And that issue, we are currently addressing it. We're on top of the situation. We're conducting thorough investigation, and I want to assure the people of Imo State that we'll do everything possible to make sure that the surveyor and 2 others that we are abducted are being rescued, and we are doing our best to make sure that the kidnappers are also arrested. For now, the CP has deployed enhanced security strategies in synergy with other security agencies and the local vigilantes. There is massive deployment of security personnel along the Owerri-Aba Express Road, and I want to assure commuters traveling along that road that there is no need for them to be afraid. We have in place watertight security for the people of Imo State and other neighboring states that intend to apply that route during this Christmas and New Year festive season. We want to assure them that we have deployed watertight security and that there is no need for them to be afraid. We only need actionable intelligence from them. Why going about their lawful businesses without any form of fear or molestation? They need to remain vigilant and then report any suspicious person or activity to the nearest police station or via an emergency line. And we are assuring everybody that we'll do our best to make sure that the length and breadth of Imo State is adequately secured throughout the holiday seasons of celebrations. Thank you.
Let's begin What's Trending by highlighting reactions to former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson's visit to Nigeria to attend Imo State Economic Summit in Owerri. Speaking during the event on Thursday, Johnson celebrated the economic and professional ties between the United Kingdom and Nigeria, describing the relationship as mutually beneficial. He also made a pointed reference to Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party, joking that Britain sends former prime ministers to Nigeria, while Nigeria sends future prime ministers to the United Kingdom. Let's take a look.
I'm proud, very proud, of what we export to Nigeria. We send you pharmaceuticals and bankers and services of all kinds, automotive parts, all sorts of things. We sell whiskey, huge quantities of whiskey, probably more popular somewhere than another. And you send us so much in return. Oil and gas, Nollywood movies, brilliant doctors, nurses, technicians, tech geniuses from Nigeria. Nigeria come to the UK, and we're very grateful. We're very grateful and honoured. And we send you, former United Kingdom Prime Ministers, and you send us, future United Kingdom Prime Ministers, in the form of Kemi Badenoch, who comes from Nigeria and is doing better and better these days.
Dr. Abati, I was listening to you this morning. I was like, Dr. Abati, hold your fire. There's time for that discussion. Just hold your fire. Because he was like, what an insult, right? I'll take some response on X. I'll take just this one, Obiora, before I come to you, Dr. Abati. Obiora wrote on X, our predicament lies squarely in the hands of leaders who have repeatedly failed to demand fair terms, real reciprocity, and a balance of trade that actually advances Nigeria's long-term interests. After all, what national value is created by importing huge quantities of whiskey while exporting the very oil, talent, and intellectual capital that sustain other economies? A nation that trades its best minds and raw resources for low-value consumables cannot pretend this is partnership. And so, Boris Johnson can stand on a public stage and frame this imbalance as generosity, unaware or uncaring that his praise exposes how casually Nigeria is expected to accept lopsided exchanges as though they were compliments, until we elect leaders who understand national dignity, protect our strategic assets, and insist on trade that enriches Nigeria rather than draining it. Comments like his will continue to sound like graciousness to some, even as they function as an insult, hiding in plain sight. Dr. Abati, over to you.
Look, the former Prime Minister was insulting us.
Yeah.
He said he's very happy with what we've been able to export to Nigeria. What did he say the British have been exporting here? They've been exporting large quantity of whiskey. In other words, Nigeria is a country of drunkards.
Is it 48 years or how many years whiskey?
Yeah, this is whiskey.
You're absolutely correct.
So, in fact, maybe the Nigerian government should do something about this importation of whiskey to Nigeria. Maybe it's responsible for part of our problems.
Yes, sir.
He says they've been exporting pharmaceuticals to Nigeria.
Yes.
So the subtext is that Nigeria is a country of sick people
Yes.
who are taking okay, I'm not pointing the Zimbabwe.
Yeah, no,
Which
point that
Nigeria.
That way.
I'm also an import, Dr. Abati. I'm an import.
And also, he said banking services and other services. Then what do we give in return? In terms of installation, we give oil and gas.
Yes.
We give tech geniuses. Yes. We give Nollywood.
Yes.
And on top of it all, he says we are giving Britain somebody who is likely to become prime minister of Britain. Can't you see how it's unequal?
While you invite former prime minister.
Unequal.
Yes.
So it was a British sarcasm, you know, at his highest. And I thought, you know, he was diplomatically insulting us. And that's why the whole point about investment. I go back to the point made by the vice president that, look, it's only Africans, Nigerians themselves, nations, states here that can determine our own economic direction.
All right.
And that's why these state governments should invest in agriculture, invest in human capital, and Igbos who are outside the southeast, they should also go and invest at home.
Yes.
Not outside. Indiana, Governor Soludo has been calling on Anambra, come home and invest in your area so that you can create jobs, give opportunities to your people. And then the federal government should support the states with good policies.
All right. Very well said.
Dangote is doing petroleum. Yeah. They say they will stop importation, 15%. The same government say, oh, we are not changing, we have changed our mind. How can a government be encouraging large-scale importation and will not support local productivity? Well, so this is the mismatch, the disconnect that we have. And that's why they can come and tell us that we send the best of our talents. Why they give us whiskey?
All right.
Large quantities of whiskey. Who are the people drinking the whiskey?
We know them. But
so
anyways,
whiskey is our own fentanyl.
All right.
It's our own cocaine.
No, but there's a public
Dr.
official who
hold
talks
on,
about
hold on.
whiskey,
Yes, we know the people who love
so
48-year-old whiskey, right? Do we produce whiskey here in Nigeria? Okay, now. So, okay. Well, talking about, we have Ogogoro, Sapele water.
Yeah. No, they're doing great branding now with it. They've commercialized it and made it very formal.
You want to join the British to laugh at us?
I want to export Ogogoro to the Brits.
High five.
People, when I don't hear them, as it they happen, and so they bring out the call. So may you know, say, these people no get good plan for you. This man, Boris Johnson, or whatever I call this, which is the former prime minister for inside UK, he said that there is no insecurity, that Imo State is safe. My people. So all this whole thing where they happen, UK, United Kingdom, they know they see am. British pretend they know they see wetin dey happen for Nigeria, close one their eyes. Na only America na come outside come talk say the genocide of Christians should end. But people wey colonize you, they dey after to spread the false this your politician go bring them come. Make they come talk, oh, make they see nothing dey happen. Abeg, share this video. We are doomed. You see, we are doomed. Since we be say if somebody now they appointed the Minister of Defense, everybody is jumping up. Quick. Was he not there? What have he done as a Minister of Chief of Staff? Everybody is jumping up. There will be a changing. This spy where they there, where they call, what they call himself, and we sure me go. I don't want to mention name for this channel. Everybody they jump up. And they hope say this country go good. Your papa, your grandpapa, your papa, we see where they create Nigeria. They jump up for betterment. The betterment will not come. Your papa come, jump up for betterment. The one come boy now. They don't they jump up. You now follow the jump up. Say this country go good. It no go good because no be we create am. Just imagine, say everybody come outside now, we sit down. Hey. Okay, we will be one country. So say what you get for your side, you talk. What I get, I talk. Okay. Everything we will get, we dey bring so percent. Use am. They develop our land. They make sure say everywhere dey okay. Everybody, then who no gree bring out his own, you no go get anything. Development no go come inside. Unless say you began to bring something, and everybody go know say you no bring something come. But the country where they carry from one side, they build one side, then abandon one side. How I want take better? No be we create the country. No be our father was not consulted. They just try and call us Nigeria. Nothing they forbid discuss. And you come outside they defend them. How many black person wey dey go white man land come give them country? How many? I dey ask una mumu don too much. I bet una share this video and drop your own opinion in the comment section.